This session will cover the changes in Earth's climate in the fourth panel of this project from a period of time from 65 million years ago on the far right, to 5.5 million years ago on the far left. The point in time that we start off at about 65 million years ago was essentially the same time that the dinosaurs went extinct due to the large asteroid hitting the Earth. I'll point out that the sea level curve here consists of a lot of dots that are drawn in black. Those are actually data points where the sea level was determined to be at various points in time all around the world. And then there's a red line. The red line will basically depict the average of those data values during this period of time. There's a number of really strong climatic events. There's a severe heating spike here and some smaller ones down here that don't show up that well. There's also the aftermath of the asteroid hit, which is going to happen in this area here. But there are no ice ages anywhere on the Earth, and if you look at the plate tectonic display you'll see that the Earth's continents are starting to look sort of like they do today. One final point before we start translating time: be aware that the carbon dioxide values for this whole period of time is represented by the area of the carbon dioxide that's above this red bar here. So this is the beginning of this time period and this is the end. So you can disregard this data here. So we'll go ahead and start moving forward in time, and we're going to come up on a real spike in temperature here. This went on for maybe 1 million years or so, but it was a huge spike, made a big difference. I mean, that's almost 5 degrees jump in temperature. Then there was a quick drop. Same thing happened in estimated sea level values as well as carbon dioxide values. And as I understand it, no one has a good understanding of what exactly caused this to happen. We'll continue going back in time. This is going to be about, except for the spike, the warmest period in this time. Note that we're about 25 degrees above our present temperature. Sea level here is over 300, almost 350 meters higher than today. And carbon dioxide though is basically down to maybe 1200 to 1300 parts per million, which is 3.5 times the value today. So we'll keep going forward. Temperatures dropping, sea levels dropping, carbon dioxide is gradually going down. Another spike in temperature again, no one knows exactly what caused this. There's also a significant tectonic event here. That's when the Drake Passage opened. That's where the tip of South America and Antarctica separate, as well as the Tasman Sea, which is where the sea opened up between southern Australia and Antarctica. When that happened, that took a few million years to take place. When that happened, it created something called the Antarctic Circumpolar Current, which became a river of cold water going around Antarctica, which made Antarctica a colder place, allowed it to build up snow, and its glaciers made a big difference in the Earth's climate. So we'll continue going forward in time, and when we get to about 30 million years ago, there we go, about 33, we're going to enter our current ice age. The ice age began with the creation at that point in time of the Antarctic ice sheet. But again, that was caused when the Drake Passage and the Tasman Sea opened up and allowed cold water to stay around Antarctica. So we'll keep going, and a lot of these sea level deviations and temperature deviations are due to glaciers growing and advancing and contracting in the southern hemisphere. But that won't be anywhere nearly as dramatic as what happens when we get our ice age in the northern hemisphere later on. So we keep going. Notice the big spike in everything here. Temperature. Sea levels went way up for some reason. Continue along, another little bump. These are accompanied by corresponding bumps in the carbon dioxide record, but nothing really dramatic. Just changing with temperature. And then we'll continue to taper off towards 5.5 million years ago and the end of this panel's temperature climate history.